Hey everybody, welcome back to Baseline Farms. My name is Jade. Oh, you guys, so much has been going on. So first, that milk stall that I built, no, it did not work at all. It does not work at all. The only thing it's good for is to stall up the baby goats. So that's what I've been using it for. Then I decided to make a milk stanchion. Never built one before, ever. I kind of recorded myself building it, but I didn't really show you step by step because I didn't really know what I was doing. It was the first time, and maybe I should have just showed you what I was doing, but I was been on a time crunch because I was tired of milking them on that tall stand. It was just not working out. Neither one of them wanted to go onto the stand. And so it was really difficult. I was having to hoist them up, and I was doing it by myself, and yeah, it just didn't work out. And it was uncomfortable for me, it was uncomfortable for them. Neither one of us liked it, you could tell. They didn't like the chain being around their neck, none of it. And plus, Miss Strawberry's never been on a stanchion before. Bryce and the groom are here, and I'm gonna go show you what they're doing. But they're doing so well. So I made this milk stanchion. I followed, I watch a YouTuber, Roots and Refuge, which I'm sure a lot of farmers do. Homesteaders watch them. No, stay here. This is our friend's puppy, Chief. He's not used to goats, so I have to keep the girls and the babies all locked up in their stall, which I know they don't like it, but they pretty much hang out there pretty much during the day anyways, especially when it's sunny like this. And the weather has been super warm. So, getting back to the milk stanchion. So I decided to use a bunch of scrap wood, and I built a milk stanchion. Here are the girls. Now, their stall's a little bit dirty. I clean it every morning. Right before I milk. So what I do now, I have a pattern now. So I should take out that milk stanchion, but the babies really like jumping on it. And there's Rosemary. You guys, she's so stinking sweet. And Miss Strawberry bullies her around. Oh, this one is the sweetest one. Look at that little face. Hi, little guy. Oh my goodness. This one's so sweet. He just wants the lovin's. Huh. And I like giving them to you. So they stay there at night, which I feel I might make it more permanent, make a little wood one, make it super cute. And eventually I want to paint these stalls all white and finish up some of these walls. Like this wall, don't even look. This wall is so embarrassing. This is, I don't know, someone came over and was helping us build stuff and was getting really mosaic right here. And so I really need to clean that up and make that, even. So, and we need to take this roofing material out of here also. But the babies have been jumping on there as well. So this is where they're staying at night. Then I take them out from here. I take them over here to their other stall, and this is where I have the milking stanchion. So this is where I milk the girls. So I walk them right into here. Miss Rosemary has it down. She walks right onto the stand like a champ, puts her head into the little thing, and thank goodness that I sanded all this down right here on the side. I sanded this down really good because goats have a tendency to rub their necks up and down, especially they're so smart, so they try every which way to get out of their, if they're stuck somewhere. So I also put some U-bolts right here at the very bottom. And that's to secure the hobbles, because I need to cut this one off. That's just not working. I have some rope right here that works really better, way better. And I use that to tie down Miss Strawberry's legs, which I hate doing. And now I'm down to just doing one. She lets me milk her out for a little while, and then she starts to kick, and I had to tie one leg up. But this is how it's working. It's working so well. So I put their little food bucket. So I followed Roots and Refuge. Her husband was building one. It's not the same, obviously dimensions, but kind of the same style. So I used an old pallet for the bottom frame. I have some 2x4s for the legs. I might add, I just have one on each corner, but I might add another 2x4 so it kind of makes a little triangular leg you know what I'm talking about. So I might do that. I added, let's see, an extra 2x4 right here underneath for some more stability. And then I used some 1x4s right here to sandwich these 2x4s in, right in here. And then I used the 1x4s on the top as well. I have, this one is stationary, and then I use these 2x4s as support for the sides. So that's, oh, and I use this 2x4 for a spacer so I can put their feed bucket. So when I want to give them treats because they're behaving really well, then I put that in front of them. I do need to stain it and paint it, and sand it down a little bit more. And maybe I just noticed this right now. There's a little gap right there, so I need to tighten that up. But I've been using it, and it's been working fantastic. Like, fantastic. I'm not sweating anymore. Before, I was raining sweat. Sweat was just dripping down in my eyes. I was telling John I need to go get one of those things for my headband, like one of those headbands like tennis players use, you know, the workout bands. I needed one of those. I needed one for my wrists. I could just wipe the sweat from falling into my eyes. It was crazy. I was like, this is a workout. So I'm glad I got that situated. And then also you guys, no one told me that when you get a milk goat, how strong your forearm is going to be. No one told me that. I had no idea. I should have been working out, you know. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie with Sylvester Stallone, Over the Top, where he's a truck driver and he's like pulling the horn down and stuff like that. That's how I feel. I feel like this arm is super strong, like so strong. I could feel it in my fingers. It's crazy. It's crazy. I tried to use both hands, but this arm, the weak one, no, it's not cutting it. It can't hang. It can't hang. I feel the soreness immediately, and I try to power through that. But you guys, it's not easy. Sorry about the lighting change. You know, it's here and there. I'm going in and out of things. Okay, so my goal is today. This is what I was using. I was using this saw right here. Can you believe that? I never thought, you guys, I was going to be using any of these kind of tools ever in my life. I went from cutting hair and running a salon and owning a salon and being in the fashion industry to like using a saw. That's weird. I know it might not be weird to a lot, but it's weird to me. All right, and this is the palette. I have a leftover palette, so I can make 2 stanchions, but one's enough. I need to go take that one back out to the field and clean up my little area right in here. So these signs right here, or these boards, are going to be directional boards for Berry Fest. So I'm going to use those for directional boards, and I have some of these right here, some letters, some wooden letters, and some of these stickers like that. So my goal is to just kind of put the letters onto the board, along the board, and spray paint it, and then remove the letters, and I'm hoping that it'll be nice and clean. I've never done it before. John has, and that's what he told me to do, so I might just do it that way. What else? I still need to paint our photo booths, but Bryson is here with his groomsmen, and so I am going to go over there to go and show you what they are doing right now. They are working on that bridge, putting the roof on, and it is looking so stinking cute, you guys. It's looking so cute. I cannot wait to show you what it looks like. There's still so much stuff to clean up. Like, I've been planting here in this garden, in the little garden. We've been just so busy. So busy. Still, those things over there still haven't popped up. I hope they're cosmos. Oh, there's Bryson. Hard at work.
Yeah.
Hi.
We finished the roof, and then we're about to do, got peanut in my mouth.
It's okay.
We're about to do the trim. And then it's going to be done except for a few just spots of fixing the stain.
So excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's coming together,
Yeah,
isn't it?
It is.
I'm going to go take a look. Yeah, this is coming together so sweet. So John's over there, and he is helping them cut the wood and making sure, you know, it's not like, I'm sure, I think he's done this before. Yeah, he's done this before. He's really good with measurements. And so, yeah, obviously. Look, he's giving them direction on how to do it. I mean, he could do everything. Look at that. He works in his Birkenstocks. This guy, he's like a jack of all trades, and he does it all in those Birkenstock slippers. You'll see him driving tractors in those things right there. Look at that. Yeah, he does everything. I swear he could run a marathon in those slippers. All right, so here is the roof. Look at, let me go from the side. Let me show you from the side. Do you see the metal roof? I don't know if you can really see it. Let me climb down here. Look at that. You guys, that is so stinking cute. So now that I know how to use a table saw, I'm thinking about building some little tables for in here, like right around here. Like little bar tables would be so cute. But that's how it's looking so far. Super cute. Everything's coming together really nicely. It is pretty windy out today though, but we just have to get the siding on right here. I guess we already cut it. And then we're in business, and then this one's done. And then they're gonna go over to the cottage, or to the little she shed, and they're gonna finish painting it, because you know we used 2 different reds, so they're gonna touch that up, and then those 2 are gonna be done. This one's gonna be done, and the other she shed's gonna be done. Oh, thank goodness. All right, so I'm gonna go get started on working on those signs. So let's go work on those signs. There. So this is how the bridge has come along. There's where we're at. We finished with this right here, the trim right here. We just need to put the sides down or on, and then we finished with the metal roof. We gotta paint it, touch up some paint. But you guys, that is looking so nice. That is looking. I'm sorry?
3-inch screws?
No.
The brass ones?
The brass ones? No. I mean, we have some 3-inch screws over there where I was cutting the wood at. So that is how the little bridge is coming about. Let me show you what the other side looks like. Looking so good, you guys. Look at that. Man, Bryson is so much help. Him and his friends came out here. They've done so much work. It looks so good. Look how cute that is. So we just had to put the sides, finish painting it. Oh, so cute. And then we're gonna decorate it for the wedding. And then out here, the pomegranates, they cut off all the suckers on the pomegranates right here. And then we did put some grass seed right over here, so we're just letting it go crazy. And then right before the wedding, we're gonna give this place a 1-2, a really good cleanup. But so many things have been happening. And then, I don't know which dogs, but some of the dogs got into one of my garden beds, or 2 of my garden beds, and smushed down everything. And so I was so bummed out, because the garlic, it was one of the garlic beds and the sunchokes, where I have the sunchokes at. But let me show you. I hope they make a comeback, but everything is looking really good. We have some cucumbers in the ground. I just noticed it. We have a bunch of cucumbers right there, but I think I might move some of them to a different bed because they're gonna get super big. Oh, we have some onions that are flowering. My goodness, so many things, you guys. And I gotta get to milking, and I have to start watering the garden. So look, my poor little garlic patch. It's okay. I think it's gonna make a comeback. I mean, I hope it does. I turned the water on. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And then over here we have our sunchokes, and Look at that. The whole center of the sunchokes is all smushed down. But it's alright. I mean, that's what happens when you have dogs around. You know, they don't know. They don't know they get to playing. Even though, like, usually the only dogs that I allow into the garden are Val and Hank. And those two know not to get into the garden bed. And then we have Mira. And Mira just jumps, our Great Pyrenees. I don't know where she's at. Oh, she's in the chicken coop. She put herself in there. Yeah, she just jumps over the fence, but she knows not to get into the garden beds. So someone was messing around in the garden beds, and that's a real bummer because those were looking so nice. But I think, you know, once it comes, like, summer starts to hit, the weather's starting to warm up, those garden beds are going to make a comeback. There's Mira looking for some scraps. She knew I threw some chicken scraps in there, so now she wants to go and run around and try to eat some. You see her over there, all the way over there. All right, so look at the little garden, looking so good. Need to do some cleanup here and there, planted a bunch of things, but got to give you a really good tour. There's really not much happening. I mean, there is, no, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things that are happening on the farm, but yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of things happening on the farm, but I haven't been filming a lot of it because we've been so busy. All right, so there you have it. Oh, let me show you the signs. Let me show you some of the signs that I did. Look at the Mother's Day sign that I did. Look at these. So we have our arts and crafts. We have our Mother's Retreat, our first aid, and then we'd have this one right here, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. And this one I rounded the corners off.
That's the one people are going to hold.
Yeah. So those are the ones that I'm going to put for the photo booths. So that's gonna look so good. Everything's turning out so well. Okay, so I'm gonna blah, blah, blah.
You know what kind of video they want to watch?
What?
Of you putting the tools back.
No. No, because I'm gonna use them later. I don't need to put them back.
Where they belong.
They belong right there.
No.
So I know where they're at. All right, so thank you for watching. Take care, be safe. I'm gonna go milk some goats now.
Peace.
And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.